With introduction of the new PS Plus tier systems, Extra and Premium, there's a lot of games out there. Gamers have access to more games on the PlayStation than we really ever had. PlayStation 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, all the consoles that PlayStation have created, is a game on there for us to experience, which is just fantastic. And there's a lot of easy, great games on there, there's a lot of middle tier games, and there's a lot of, actually quite a lot of hard games on there. There's some really hard games you could play and earn some really impressive platinum trophies, and I'm going to tell you a few of them in this video. Now the first one is teetering on the edge of being somewhat difficult, and that is Razer Gun. Before Housemarque brought us Returnal, they brought us this twin stick shooter which came out alongside the launch of the PlayStation 4. You take control of a little ship and you just fly about and just kill stuff, and it is a 5 out of 10. It will take you only around 10 hours, but I think the 5 out of 10 makes this seem like it is really easy. It's a short game on the guide, but that only means it's short if you're good at the game, if you're good at twin stick shooter games. There's not a lot of these games out anymore, and unless you're playing the really indie games, most gamers don't really play these anymore, which means there's quite a steep learning curve in these types of games. Now the trophy list is very mixed. You can kind of just play through most of it and get a lot of the trophies, but there is a few hard trophies. For one, finishing a level on Veteran, and then finally for finishing a few levels without actually getting hit. You have to complete the entire arcade mode on expert mode without losing a single life, which just sounds really frustrating and difficult, and it sounds like you may be getting 10-20 minutes into a run before just perishing and having to start all over again. It's a PlayStation classic, it came out with the PlayStation 4, it's an impressive platinum trophy to have, and if you get this one, well done. Some of you will be happy to know that the Devil May Cry original trilogy is on PS Plus Premium. You get access to 1, 2 and 3, and Devil May Cry 4 on the PS3. I don't think there's trophies on the PlayStation 3 version of Devil May Cry 4, otherwise this would have been on this list. Of course you can pick it up for the PlayStation 4, but it's not on the PS Plus Premium or Extra. Now Devil May Cry Collection has 3 games of course, 1, 2 and 3. Weirdly, Devil May Cry 2 is actually a really easy game, coming in at a 3 out of 10. However, the other two, Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 3, are quite the toughies. Devil May Cry 1, of course, is very difficult, and for a few reasons, you know, in Devil May Cry fashion, the trophies have not changed from Devil May Cry 4 and 5, and of course you have to finish the game on Dante Must Die. So of course the Dante Must Die mode, unlike Devil May Cry 5 where it's one hit kill, you have a little bit more health, but you still get killed really quickly. 3 or 4 combos will just end your life, and they can come absolutely out of nowhere, Randy Orton style. So you have to have your wits about you to earn this platinum trophy, but it's a Devil May Cry Platinum, and it's impressive. And similarly to Devil May Cry 3, it's not as hard, it's a 6 out of 10. And if you've done Devil May Cry 1 and then 2, you're pretty much primed to take on Devil May Cry 3, so you might as well just go for it. Again, it has the same problems. The game isn't too long again, but the Dante Must Die mode is a final difficult trophy of this one. That's a pretty cool platinum trophy to have. You know, we all want to see Dante in his old school hair back in the PlayStation 2 era. So next we have a new game, which is not a new game, it's actually the remaster of an old game, and that is the Demon's Souls. So remastered, well not remastered, completely remade from the PlayStation 3 version of the game. This game is on PlayStation Extra. This game's a 7 out of 10, but for a Soulsborne game, it's actually really short. The guide say about 40 hours. Probably would take me longer, probably take me like closer to 60. But there's a lot more in this trophy list compared to other Soulsborne games. I've only played Bloodborne, I'm going to be honest with you, and this trophy list is a lot more complicated than Bloodborne. There's a lot of stuff to do with world tendencies. You've got to do a lot of stuff around pure white and black world tendencies, a lot of stuff going on. Of course, it's a Soulsborne game. It's difficult. The enemies are hard. It's a lot slower than Bloodborne in what I've seen of it, but it looks like a fantastic game. There's magic and stuff as well. Lots of different enemies, lots of big bad guys. You're going to have a great time if you like Soulsborne games, and I personally still think, even though it's only 7 out of 10 compared to other Soulsborne games, I still think it's a really impressive platinum trophy to have, despite the thing of the rarity of these trophies actually being quite high, because everyone who plays Soulsborne games just gets so addicted to them and just wants to keep playing them, which I think is a testament to the games on a whole and the platinum trophy. Next is a game that whenever I see it on a trophy list, on a person's trophy list, I always am so impressed, and that is Dead Cells, which is a roguelite side-scrolling action game, and it looks so goddamn difficult. As someone who has dipped my toe in the roguelites, I know how difficult they can be. There's a lot of replaying levels, there's a lot of adapting, because every run's always so different from the previous, and Dead Cells is just a really impressive one, and it has quite a few difficult trophies related to it. So, you know, you play the game, you experience the game for the first, 10-20 hours, and then you beat all the bosses, and there's a lot of variation going on in those biomes, but what makes this so difficult is the no damage trophies. So there's 4 trophies for defeating single bosses without getting damaged, but there's a trophy for using the cursed sword, which gives you more damage, makes you faster, and all these buffs, but it comes with the biggest cost of all, one hit and you're dead. So you basically have to play through the whole game without getting hit, and it's a roguelite, so you have to do an entire run, which can be long, and that is very challenging, and it's very impressive when people earn the Platinum Trophy in this one. The only problem with Dead Cells is there's so much DLC, which I don't imagine you'll get access to through PS Plus, so you probably have to buy all that, and there's like 5-6 different DLC packs, which will mean that if you want the 100%, you are going to have to spend some more of your own money. But the Platinum Trophy itself will take 8 playthroughs, around 50 hours, depending on your skill, of course, and it's a 7 out of 10. I always take these ones which have a higher difficulty, with the times with a bit pinch of salt. I usually say that add 10 to 20%, so I know playing Dead Cells would probably take me like 60 hours to earn the Platinum in. Our final game is Atari Flashbacks Classic Volume 1. There is Volume 2 on this PS Plus as well. So Atari Flashback Classic Volumes just contain, as you can imagine, some of the classic Atari games. I know a few people have actually earned this Platinum Trophy, and it does sound pretty difficult, and there's just a big variation of games going on, and there's some very particularly difficult trophies throughout some of these games. One of which is Digging Deep, which involves reaching level 81 or above in the Tempest without losing a single life in the level, which is just... it's going to take some practice. Now the guide says this is an 8 out of 10, which is only 20 hours, which means that actually if you're decent, you can get through this game quite quickly. But again, it's those classic games. They're not too difficult in terms of complexity, but there is still a lot of mastery there, so you're going to have to spend a lot of time, a fair amount of time anyway, mastering each arcade game before you can move on to the next. And I do think it's really impressive when you see these types of Platinums, and it's a very rare trophy as well. And there you have it, guys. There's some games I've picked out which I think are really hard Platinum trophies, most of them except Razer Gun. That's kind of a mid-tier one. I didn't want to just throw really hard games at you, but there's some really hard games which I think all of those Platinum trophies are just so goddamn impressive. If you have any of them, let me know down below, and if you're going to go for them, I'd love to know that as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.